everyone, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a really cute frilly bonnet hat sort of thing for your dog. So let's get started on what you will need. So I'm going to be using 3 colour yarns today. One is a chunky yarn, and the other 2 are like a more baby soft yarn, and they are from Mariner Yarns. And then you will also need a 4mm hook, a 5mm hook, a tape measure, and some scissors. And I'm going to be referring to the UK terms in this video, but all US terms will be on screen as well. So to start, you're going to need to take your tape measure and measure the distance of the inside portion of the ear to the other inside of the ear. So you're just basically measuring across the head and not including the actual ear measurements, because you're going to do that after. Then you're going to measure the distance around the outside of their ear, and this is going to be the measurement for how many chains you're going to make. But again, we'll get into that later. You just want to make sure you get a measurement for around the outside of the dog's ear. So we're now going to start the main part of the hat. So you would just want to take your 5mm crochet hook and you want to make a double magic ring. I think that's what it's called. And you want to make 6 double crochet stitches into the magic ring. Once you've done your magic ring, you then want to make 2 double crochet stitches into each stitch around, so you're doubling everything. Obviously in US terms this is 2 single crochet stitches in each stitch around. And for round 3 we're going to make 1 double crochet in the first stitch and then 2 double crochet stitches in the second stitch, which we'll just call an increase stitch. Obviously in US terms this is 1 single crochet stitch in the first stitch and then 1 increase in the next stitch. For round 4 we're going to do 2 double crochet stitches and then an increase stitch, or 2 single crochets and an increase stitch. For round 5 we'll be doing 3 double crochet stitches and then 1 increase stitch, or 3 single crochet stitches and 1 increase stitch. For round 6 we'll do 4 double crochet stitches and then 1 increase, or 4 single crochet stitches and 1 increase. For round 7 we'll do 5 double crochet stitches, 1 increase, and for US 5 single crochet stitches and an increase. So for round 9 this is where we're going to make the ear holes. So to start off we're just going to double crochet 10, and then we are going to make 18 chains. Then you're going to skip the next 5 stitches and double crochet into the next stitch, so the 6th stitch away, and then you're going to after that do 24 more double crochet stitches, so in total 25 double crochet stitches. And then we are going to chain 18 again. Again we're going to skip the next 5 stitches and double crochet into the 6th stitch, and then we will do 14 more double crochets after this, so in total 15 double crochets until the end of the round. And this is what the hat should look like so far. It's sort of just a circular shape with 2 loops on the side, and that's where the ears will go. So now we're going to make the frills of the edge of the hat. So we're going to do 3 treble crochet stitches in every single double crochet stitch, and then once you reach the chain loop you want to only do 2 treble crochet stitches in each chain, because otherwise if you do 3 treble crochet stitches in each chain it ends up kind of wrinkling much more than where you do it in the double crochet stitches, so you want it nice and even. So yeah, 3 treble crochet stitches in the double crochet stitches, and then 2 treble crochet stitches in each chain. So just to sort of give you a bit of a up close look, I'm just doing 2 treble crochet stitches in each chain, and you just want to continue this along the row of chains that we've made. So you just want to complete this sequence throughout the entire round, and then I'll show you what this looks like once it's finished. So once you reach the end of the round, you are going to place the hook into the last stitch of the round, and you just want to slip stitch. Then you just want to fasten off and cut the yarn. So to weave in those little yarn tail ends, you just want to take your 4mm crochet hook, and this is just so it's easier to get through the stitches. You just want to take the hook through the inside, pull the yarn tail through and make a chain 1, sort of as we've done before, and then just pull tight, and that creates a little knot. And then you can just weave in the ends by placing your crochet hook through the other stitches nearby, pull the yarn tail through, and you can do this in kind of some different directions just so that you make sure that it's nice and secure. So we're now going to take the yellow yarn and we're going to make a slip knot, and then pull this slip knot through to any point of the hat and make a chain of 6. We're using the 4mm crochet hook, by the way. Now, yeah, so chain 6, and then you just want to skip the next stitch and slip stitch into the stitch after that. So skip 1 stitch and then make a slip stitch into the next one. And you just want to continue this sequence throughout the rest of the hat, all the way around. Chain 6, skip 1 stitch, slip stitch into the next stitch, and this just kind of creates this nice lace effect around the edge of the hat. So we are now back to the beginning, and we now have our last set of 6 chains, and we're just going to slip stitch into the original chain we made at the beginning, as well as the stitch below it, just to make sure that everything is neat and tucked in. And then yeah, you're just going to slip stitch and then chain 2 and cut the yarn and pull the yarn tail through, and then you just want to pull tight. And once again, using the same method with the crochet hook, we're going to insert the crochet hook into the inside of the hat and pull the yarn tail through, leaving a loop, and then you sort of do a chain 1, or you bring the yarn tail through the loop, and then this creates a little knot, and then you just want to weave the ends in a few areas of the inside of the hat just to tuck them all away. And then you can just cut the yarn, and then it's just all hidden away and secure. I'm also using this same process to hide away that first tail that we created with the magic ring. So yeah, you just use the same process to hide it away. Now we're going to take the baby pink yarn and we're going to make a slip knot and pull this slip knot through the side of the ear holes we've made, and this is just to create some little straps to adjust the hat once you pop it on your dog. So I chained about 68 chains for this. So yeah, you want to place the slip knot sort of where the ear hole is, but underneath the hat so that it's sort of hidden and it's directly facing down, if that makes sense. So yeah, chain 68. Once you have your 68 chains, you're going to make a slip stitch into the second chain from the hook. And then you're going to slip stitch into each chain all the way down. Once you've made all the slip stitches, you're going to make another slip stitch into the inside of the hat again. So I'm just going to catch 2 small loops on my hook and make a slip stitch just to kind of secure the side little straps together. And as always, just going to fasten off and then weave in all those ends. And remember to make another strap for the opposite side using the same method as I have shown before. And here is what the final result looks like. Good girl. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and thank you so much for watching.